the most was what I thought were sympathizers of the gay liberation in our community was I'm generalizing, it was 99% white, I believe middle class or higher, whose interpretation of gay rights and identification would not include someone like Sylvia Ray Rivera speaking, "We are one together fighting for rights," is that she would not be recognized. You're not speaking for me. You're not white. You're not whatever I am, and so forth. And that's sort of to a few people I spoke to. I didn't really know the majority of the people, because at certain marches they did come, and God bless them for marching with us, but they were sort of the enemy. I mean, why are they booing Sylvia? She was in the front, she was being beaten by the police and arrested, and she wasn't given the respect. And it really gave me great pause, and my participation with a Gay Activists Alliance and so forth in many committees sort of made me rethink and do a survey of all my time with the gay liberation movement, is that, everyone's 99% white. They come from a different experience. They had homes. I'm gonna start crying. No, they came from a different circumstance. And they were not of the street kids or the street people. And that they became the majority, and they paraded with us, safety in numbers and so forth. But in the all-inclusion is they are the majority. And it had been noted by the queens of color, who were more into the drag movement and so forth, were saying, why are you with them? Underlines. And they aren't for us, and so forth. And I said, rationalizing for me is for the greater good, is that this has to push forward into mainstream and the media of what the definition of gay rights and who we are, and we put a face on it. But yes, I actively made a choice there, instead of siding with mainly Sylvia and her. She helped so many street kids and street queens and so forth, but they were a minority in a minority, and I'm not embarrassed by my choices with the gay rights movement and so forth. But the passion that so many of us felt, because we were of the homeless, the hungry, the needy, and young enough to believe in possibilities. But the possibilities, by definition, in a structured movement wouldn't necessarily include us. It was for the majority, and we were not the majority. We were the minority of the minority, the outsiders, the have-nots. And that's why so many of it in the beginning of Gay Libs is we were out there because we had nothing to lose. And if people want to really investigate and look at, that Stonewall movie was really, a reinterpretation, is that, to be honest, Stonewall was a dirty, sleazy bar, but they let us in. When I went there, I put my hair back in a ponytail under my shirt, because you couldn't, very few got in, but it was sort of a more male look. I didn't say masculine, but a more male look. And there were so many wonderful people I met through the Stonewall and the street kids.